recording. Hide floating point control. Okay, few standard instructions. First thing, first thing, ping this group. Ping this group. Pin, sorry, not ping. Pin this group. It will, uh, so it will be on top of your charts. Excuse me. That delivery person again. Hello, hello. हाँ भैया. Hello. Amazon Courier 406 विश्वा कॉम्प्लेक्स. हाँ लिफ्ट बंद किए हुए हैं शायद पावर का कुछ इशू रहेगा. पावर का कुछ इशू रहेगा लिफ्ट बंद किए हुए हैं. ठीक है सिक्योरिटी को दे दो लेकिन ओटीपी मांगेगा अभी. एक्सक्यूज मी फ्यू सेकंड्स. That person is standing there only in the ground floor. Okay, he might come again and ring my calling bell. I will be again for 30 seconds. I will be away. Please do not mind. Okay, so some standard instructions. Pin this group so it will be on the top. I will be sharing a lot of information through this through three months. So pin this group so you shouldn't be missing any important instructions I am sending you. Maybe before the class, maybe shifting the class for 15 minutes before, or I will try not to do that. But if some emergency cases, if I have to shift it for half an hour later or half an hour earlier, then you will be informed. So pin this group and do not delay. Join on time, 8:30, sharp 8:30, else you'll be missing something. And then once the class starts, then the whole class 2 hour class, if I have told something to everyone in the first 10 minutes, then you join after 10 minutes, then whole 2 hours you'll be losing that part. You will not understand what is going over there. So be on time. If you cannot do that, then let your alarm do that. Set a alarm around 8:15. Be with your laptop, sit in front of it, then start your cloud era. From tomorrow onwards, you have to start your cloud era. Before it's for systems, it will take around 15 to 20 minutes. Depends. My system takes around 5 to 10 minutes. It depends system to system. It might take a longer period of time. So by 8:30, your cloud era should start and it should be open. So those are some things you have to take care of. And let me do a recap of last class. Where is it? Not this one. I think I have opened it. Okay. This is the metadata management system. And metadata management system means handling FS image. FS image is a metadata file where the data, where the every single, where it did you, okay, where every single detail of your Hadoop system is sitting. That in that FS image is the heart and soul of Hadoop system. Every single detail about that system, how many clusters are there, how many data nodes are there, which data node is occupying how many bytes, what is the available bytes, how much data blocks are sitting inside, which data blocks are sitting inside. Every single information, every single data, every single information logs is sitting inside FS image. So FS image is that kind of file where you can get to know the whole Hadoop system. So it is that important, and managing that is comes topmost priority. You have to manage it properly. So you shouldn't be losing it at any point of time. At any point of time, you shouldn't lose it. So handling that, you have to plan it properly. Hadoop one architecture we saw that every single 1 hour process, there will be edit logs and FS image. The logs will be recorded in FS image. Then after 1 hour, it will go, the edit logs will reach secondary name node. Secondary name node will take a copy from hard disk drive of name node. Then it will merge it. Then it will send back to hard disk drive node, hard disk drive of name node. Then in every single 1 hour, FS image of hard disk drive, FS image sitting in RAM will be in sync. Every single hour will be in sync. There is a corner case if name node crashes. It that got handled. If RAM restarts, if name node restarts, that corner case scenario got handled in Hadoop 1.0. If name node itself crashes, if there is a scenario name node got crashed, then secondary name node is not having the recent edit logs. So secondary name node cannot take the charge. That was an issue. That issue continued from 2006 till 2012 till duck cutting came up with another designed another architecture to handle FS image. So the Hadoop system will never lose its FS image. Never it will lose it. So there will be no data loss, no log file loss. That is how he has managed in Hadoop 2.0. We'll see that how he has managed it. So we are not going to lose. We are not going to see FS image being lost. Wait, so yeah, let's close. Do not save. Okay. So name node is a kind of manager, right? I have given you that example. There is a manager, then data nodes are like his downlines. Data nodes will be reporting to manager. Manager will have all the control on the data nodes, who is doing what are the blocks sitting inside, and manager is maintaining a Excel file. Manager is maintaining an Excel file, which is later on we got to know that is FS image only. And manager is getting all the information from that FS image, which node is doing what, which node is dead, which data node is occupied, which data node is free. Accordingly, name node will take the decision. I have given that example. That name node behaves like a manager, but manager also failed here. So kind of a story again I'm telling you. So there is another vice president came in picture. Let's call that person as vice president. Its name is Zookeeper. Its name is Zookeeper. And it got introduced, Hadoop 2.0 got introduced in 2012. Thousand Hadoop 2.0. Hadoop 2.0. So some standing instructions. Again, some rules came when vice president, I mean Zookeeper came into picture. Again, some rules came. See those rules. I'm writing it down. We will see that in picture properly. Let me write it down first. So the vice president here, the zookeeper. That name, that machine name is zookeeper. Understand by its name only. Zookeeper who keeps the zoo. Zoo is a kind of a lot of animals. Then there is a person who is keeping that zoo, who is taking care of that zoo, who is taking decisions, who is feeding them, all those animals. So a kind of here in the cluster, all there are a lot of data nodes, a lot of name nodes, lot of secondary name nodes, or a lot of nodes, a lot of machines are there. Then someone should be there to supervise all those machines. So that person had duck cutting named as zookeeper. That machine name is zookeeper, and that machine has all the control. That machine, I'll tell you with a story, same story. That machine told. That machine told. Hey, name node, you are no more name node. Name node, your new name is active name node. So in Hadoop 2.0, these names got changed. active name node. Then this is then the then the second thing, you will have you will have a file, kind of a indicator file. This is a kind of indicator file which will indicate that is name node. Indicator file, I'll tell you, it's a kind of Java program file. You will have a file that is in use dot log dot log file, so that journal nodes, I'll tell you who is journal nodes, so that data nodes and journal nodes will get to know that journal nodes has no work here. We'll cover that. We'll cover that. Come on. So that the nodes, so the data nodes will get to know get to know that you are active name node. That you are active name node. It's not looking good. Okay. Okay, this is what after Zookeeper, this name node name got changed. This name node name got changed. Then go to secondary name node. It's read right. We'll check that a secondary name node. Zookeeper told, hey, now in 2.0 Hadoop, your name is standby name node. Standby name node. Standby name node. Then you will not have in use dot log file. I will tell you what all these terms are. In use dot log file. You will not have that. What more rule here? Okay. Every hour, every hour, send every hour, after every hour, after every hour. There are two things we are doing, right? One is logs are getting stored in FS image, logs are getting stored in edit logs. Correct? Here, edit logs are no more getting stored in name node. It is getting stored in another machine. That machine name is journal node. I'll come there. After every hour, take edit logs from journal node, and we'll see whole architecture. Do not worry. Merge it. This is our kind of last theory class for this topic. Then we'll directly reach tools, and in tools there will be small theories, but yeah, this is kind of last architectural theory part. Then we will directly switch to tools. Every hour, take edit logs from journal nodes and merge it with the FS image you copied. You copied from active name node hard disk FS image. Hard disk FS image. Do not worry, do not get panic. I will come there. I will tell you what exactly these lines mean. Okay, anything else I am missing? Okay, that's it. Now let's go to data nodes. Last time last time in 1.0 Hadoop 1.0 you are connected only to name node, right? Correct? You guys remember? In this picture, is there anywhere secondary name node is connected to these data nodes? No, right? Secondary name node is standing individually, but these data nodes are reporting to name node. So here in Hadoop 2.0, that got changed. Where's my last time in 1.0, you are connected to only name node, but this time you are also I'm not writing start by name node, understand it's start by name node, but there is a check, but only contact or communicate or understand that node is active name node when there is a file file when there is a file called in use.log file. It's a kind of indicator file to understand, to let data nodes know who is active right now. I'll come to the architecture in use.log log file. Anything I'm missing? Okay, that's it. This version of paint is giving a lot of headache. There is no direct you can make it larger or make it smaller. There is no direct way. You have to go and change the. Okay, all good. Hadoop 2.0 name node. Hey name node, your new name is active name node. You will have a file, indicator file, that is called inuse.log file, so that data nodes will get to know that you are active. You are active name node. Because data node is getting connected. This in Hadoop 2.0 data node is getting connected to both secondary name node and standby name node and active name node. So where the inuse dot file will be there, data node will understand that this is our active name node. We have to share information with that particular node, not with the standby name node. So that is the indicator file, which is for data nodes to understand which one is active here. And then secondary name node, that name got changed to standby name node, and that node will not have in use.log file. After every hour, take edit log from journal node and merge it with the FSMG. Yeah. After every hour, the same thing. After every hour, the edit logs goes to standby and a secondary name node. It gets merged. Then it is shared with again with name node. That same circle, same thing which was happening here. This edit logs. Let me do it. Here the edit logs. Is this paint? It's not paint. If you guys remember, then I will not explain this particular, else I will let him do that. How to open it directly? Edit will be in paint, right? It's
Open with paint.
it's opening some different. Okay, it's the okay, sniping tool, not sniping tool, right? Okay, here open file explorer. There is no.
Now directly go to that file and right
Okay,
click, then open with
there
paint.
I can do it.
Yeah.
There I can do it. Yeah. This seems open with paint. Okay. Here, after every hour, what was happening is this edit log, these logs are getting stored in edit log in RAM, edit log in FS image in RAM, edit log in RAM, then edit log in hard disk drive. And after 1 hour, this particular uh, data, this particular log data goes to standby name node, then it gets merged with the previous data, then that data, copy of that data goes to hard disk and replace it. So in every 1 hour, this particular FS image which is sitting in RAM and this one which is in hard disk is in sync. That was the concept. So instead of edit logs here, I'll tell you, the edit logs are there, but it is going somewhere else. So every 1 hour, instead of sending it to edit log, sending it to name node, you have to send it to journal node. Let me go to directly to the diagram so you guys will understand properly. Okay, here what I have done is zookeeper is on the top. Then these are our data nodes. These are our data nodes. Data. These are our data nodes. Okay. That's not- These are data nodes. This data node is connected both. This is our name node. Let me first write it. Not name node, it's active name node. The name got changed. This is active name node. This is active name node. Let me keep it aside. This is standby name node. Standby name node. And all the control will happen, will the zookeeper will be controlling all these nodes, everything. See, these are the managers. Zookeeper has to control those managers. Then managers will control the data nodes. That is fine. So this data nodes, right, this time connected to both active name node and standby name node. But they will do the communication with active name node just because it has in use.log file. Use.log file. Just because this file, that is a standing instruction, that is how they have coded it. So whichever node is having in use dot log file, share the information with that node, communicate with that particular node. So active name node will be having that in use dot log file. So these data nodes will communicate to active name node, but the connection is there, but they will send the information to active name node and they will respond to active name node. But there is a connection still with secondary name node. But that connection will see when it is getting activated. This particular, these are journal nodes. This is journal node. Journal node. So in previous case, the edit logs were getting saved in name node itself. Then after 1 hour, it is getting copied to secondary name node. But here, the edit logs will be, in the transaction happens, edit logs will be saved in journal node. It will not go to active name node. It will directly go to journal node. Okay, let me divide it. So let me divide it to two parts. Okay, this left part is RAM, right part is ROM. That you ROM means hard disk drive. You remember that concept. This side is our name node, active name node. This side is RAM. This side is our hard disk drive. Any question comes, ask me directly. Any single simple silly questions come. So also there is a part also. Every single machine has ROM and RAM. I mean RAM and hard disk drive. But I am showing where it will be in use, and that there I am doing the partition. Where it is not required, I am not doing the partition. So this is active. So what happens? Starting, the FS image will be here. Cluster started. Day one started. The active name node will be here. Okay. Let let's take some log is already there. I mean cluster stopped, then cluster started. Again in new day. Let some log was already there. With this the okay, let it be in that color. Some logs were already there. This is in black. Let it be some logs were already there. In journal node, okay, journal node would have been clear. Okay, some logs were already there. Started, cluster started. What will happen? Some node will start. Active node will start. What is the first thing it will do? First thing, it will open that file, and it will open that file. It will send it to RAM to respond to whom? Client, correct? To edge node. Gateway laptop, which will be with you guys. The cluster will be communicating to gateway laptop, right? All these nodes are sitting inside cluster. It's an HDFS cluster. Name node, journal node, zookeeper, standby name node, data nodes, everything
Samir,
will. Yeah.
your voice is not clear.
Is it clear now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
all
actually the same issue, right?
okay, that's
Uh,
noise is
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I think
The
I'm
distance and the no
yeah,
the
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of pitch. Yeah, that
If I go louder, it is happening. Okay. This is fine, right? This is fine.
yes.
Okay. So what happens is, okay, there are some previous logs there. Started, name node started. All these, every single machine you see, zookeeper is a machine, journal node is a machine, active node is a active name node is a machine, secondary name node is a machine. Data nodes are there are a lot of machines. So that is totally Hadoop architecture. But all this is Hadoop cluster. To communicate to this cluster, how will you communicate? You remember gateway laptop, edge node, I told you. That laptop will be with you. You have to shoot Hadoop commands to communicate to this cluster. You have to shoot Linux command to communicate your particular gateway laptop. Whatever you want to do inside that gateway laptop, you have to shoot Hadoop Linux commands. But you have to shoot Hadoop commands to communicate with this particular cluster. This is Hadoop 2.0 architecture I'm telling you. Inside these, all these data nodes, active name node, secondary name node, journal node, zookeeper, everything is sitting inside that Hadoop cluster. And their purpose is different. Okay. So cluster started. This is previous day log file. I mean FSMS, something is there sitting there. Cluster started today. So first thing, what will happen? The FSMS which is sitting in hard disk will go to RAM to serve. Go to RAM when I'm telling you, it will just open it. Open it, it will go to RAM to serve the client. It has to be open always so it can serve the client faster. You cannot keep it in hard disk and keep it saved. Then it will open it, then it will read the data, then it will send it. It has to be always open. Every single logs which is generating, it has to be there. So it can easily communicate to gateway laptop, which is with you as a data engineer. You will be communicating to gateway laptop. Gateway laptop is client for this Hadoop cluster. These are all previous concepts I'm telling you. Fine, it will go there, opened up. Okay, now today, some transactions happened. Some transactions happened. Today, some transactions happened. So what will happen? Log will be generated. Log will go to FS image, which is in RAM. Then it will reach edit logs, which are sitting in journal node. Then some transactions happened. It will again go to FS image, which is sitting inside RAM, then edit logs, which are sitting inside. Okay, how it become the same color? Should have been green. Let me copy it. Okay, this is the day one transactions. Day two transactions happened, and in 1 hour there are maybe there will be millions. I am just taking some examples. Okay, this is what happened. Okay, edit logs in journal node. Then next day, then I mean in that particular hour, next transactions happened. Then it will be stored in FSMS, which is sitting in RAM. Then edit logs, which is sitting inside journal node. Over 1 hour crossed. 1 hour crossed. 1 hour crossed. Let me see if I'm missing something here. In this figures, am I missing something here? Okay, I am missing one thing. The zookeeper will have control over these particular two. Zookeeper is containing zookeeper. Come on, will have control over these two. These are two managers. One is standby, one is active. Okay. Now, journal node. Okay. There is two way around here. Here it will be written inside journal node. Edit logs will be written. Writes. Here it will be written. Tough to handle. Okay. Here it will be. Here it reads. Here it writes. Here it reads. Secondary name node will read from journal nodes, the edit logs. Here edit logs is only in journal node. It is getting saved continuously. Okay. 1 hour crossed. What will happen? There is another connection I missed. There is another connection in between these two. They are linked together. They are always linked together to share FS image. Okay. Now just imagine, just picturize your Hadoop 1.0 and now picturize this. Only edit logs I have taken into another computer. Rest everything looks same. Here there was edit logs here in name node side, this side. Now this edit logs is being written in journal node. There is another computer. 1 hour crossed. What will happen? 1 hour crossed. First thing, secondary name node will take a copy of this FS image, which is sitting in RAM of where it got saved. First, after 1 hour crossed, then it will take a copy of this FS image, which is sitting in hard disk. 1 hour crossed, this everything is similar, same thing. These edit logs will be copied. These edit logs will be copied and merged. Not copied, it will be copied then deleted. It will be copied to secondary name node, then it will be deleted. Then in that, I mean, after 1 hour, these all things are happening, which is happening in Hadoop 1.0. Exactly similar. Here, only difference is edit logs are getting stored in journal node. I will come to those corner case scenarios. Now, this FS image will be copied and replace the FS image, which is already sitting inside hard disk. Now, see, after 1 hour crossed, now check FS image in RAM, FS image in hard disk drive of active name node, and FS image of secondary name, standby name node. Are they in sync? Are the logs in sync? This part, then this part. See, focus on this FS image. Let me write if you are getting confused. This is FS image. This is your FS image. This is also your FS image. This is also your FS image. There are 3 locations, exactly like Hadoop 1.0. Let me put it a little smaller. Okay. So are they in sync after 1 hour? 1 hour crossed. Are the logs in sync? Are you guys understanding? Are they in sync? You guys can go on mute and let it be little interactive.
Yes, yes.
Are they in sync? Okay. Then we'll go
Yeah.
for the next transactions, next hour transactions. Let me color it blue. After 1 hour, these in that 1 hour, next hour, these are the transactions happened. Sorry, not here. Again in edit logs in journal. FS image in RAM, edit logs in journal node. Then 1 hour crossed. What will happen after 1 hour crossed? This log file, this edit log file will come to secondary name node and will be merged. Then after next action, this will be copied and replaced here. This will be replaced here. Are they now again in sync after 1 hour? Same thing, again same thing. Blue is the next 1 hour,
Yeah.
last 1 hour transactions. Okay, now we'll go for the kernel case. What was the kernel case in Hadoop 1.0? RAM part we handle Hadoop 1.0. If system is getting restarted, then fine, we handle that scenario. If the whole system is getting crashed, then at that point it totally failed. Edit logs were nowhere. That system is gone. Edit logs were in that system only. That system itself is gone in Hadoop 1.0, if you remember. So here, let's come to the first corner case scenario. That is where this particular name node is gone. It's nowhere. What will happen at that point of time? Again, same thing. Heartbeat time, then grace time. It will wait. Zookeeper will wait. Now Zookeeper is controlling everything. Zookeeper will wait if that particular if active name node is kind of not responding, then no data is getting transferred, right? Nothing is getting transferred. So there is no logs getting generated. True? True? You understand? If the manager is not there, then any logs, is it generating any logs? Is it transferring any data? Whatever the edit log was there, it was there. There is no transfer happening. Data nodes are still searching for that in-use.log file. That log file is gone. The system is gone. So no data transfer will happen. How data transfer happens? Name node transfers data to data nodes, correct? Everything is name node, right? Everything goes via name node. If name node is not there, then no data transfer happens. No edit logs getting generated. But in last Hadoop 1.0, what was happening is there were some edit logs which are not saved. We were losing that thing. You guys remember that part? Which you are losing? You are losing this part. Which Control C. Okay. Now it got crashed. The whole system is gone. This is Hadoop 1.0. This whole system is, for example, gone. Does secondary name node have this green part? Does it have? No, right? Does it have that? If
No.
this is crashed, then this particular green part is was troubling us. That the transaction which happened in last hour is also gone. We have the previous hour details. In that last 1 hour before crashing, what happened? We don't know. Once it will cross 60 minutes, then only it will come there. It crashed around 50 minutes. Then that green part is gone. That part we lost in Hadoop 1.0, which is not recoverable. If this crashes, then it cannot be recovered. But in Hadoop 2.0, see, Hadoop 2.0, this whole thing is gone. This whole thing is gone. Okay, let me do something. Okay, let me do some transactions. Then let me Control G. Okay. After 1 hour, all these are seeing. Then next 1 hour before crashing. Next 1 hour, next 50 minutes. Some transactions were happened. Some transactions happened. Come on, come on, come on. Some transactions happened. So it will save in RAM. It will go to journal nodes and save it. Then it gets crashed. Then here it gets crashed. This name node is gone. This name node is gone. Now see the last transactions. Black, green. Last transaction is purple. It should be worried about purple. Purple is not saved to secondary name node. Before getting saved to secondary name node, before getting merged to secondary name node, it got crashed. Active name node got crashed. Right? Then Zookeeper will wait. Same thing. Heartbeat time 3 seconds, then grace time 10 minutes. It will wait. Then what it will do? No transactions happening. Data node has no one to transfer anything. So no transactions happening. No, nothing is getting generated. No log file is getting generated. No logs are getting generated. You understand the practicality. If door is open, then I can go outside. There will be something I can go, come, logs will be generated. If door is closed, then I cannot go outside and cannot come inside. So there will be nothing can be registered. So that point of time, nothing is getting generated. But before that, before crashing, something were there which is not with secondary name node. What zookeeper will do? Zookeeper will tell that secondary name node, can you respond? No, so not secondary node, standby name node, can you respond? There are Java codes, simple codes, there will be response will go. Like simple, if the IT people can know 200, some API call will be happening, then those status messages, 200, 300, 400 error, all those. When while browsing there, you have seen if something you cannot reach a website, it will show you 400 error, 500 error. So that kind of coding will be there. Then the response will go. Okay, now the power is with you. So what zookeeper will give in use dot dot, let me bring that, else I will lose that part also. Okay, all good. Now consider this is as dead. This is dead. Consider this is dead. Here, active name node is dead. Here, now zookeeper will give in use dot log file, so the data nodes will understand you are active now. In use dot log file to whom? To secondary name node. In use dot log file to secondary name node. Now data node will understand. Okay. Now we have to communicate to this particular. That's how coding happened. They will search for in use dot log file. If it's there, they will communicate. Just because they are connected to two, they will communicate with one who is having in use dot log file. That is how the coding happened. So now this is gone. So there is no communication here happening. This particular node is totally dead. No communications happening. Okay. So now what happened? In use dot log file is here. Data node will get to know this is our active name node for now. And what secondary name node will do? Secondary name node will go on safe mode. Safe mode. It will go in. What's happening? What's wrong? Go on safe mode. Till any transaction happens, it will go on safe mode. Then it will, first thing it will do is it will bring this logs which were lost with name node itself. It will bring it and do the merging. Then check here, look here, what is happening. Then now it is active, right? It is active, right? It has to expose this file, right? Understand, right? It has to open this file and it has to send it to RAM. Same concept. Now it is active. So once it is merged, once it brought that edit logs from journal node, merged, then it will open it up. It will open up in RAM. Once it opens, it will go launch in RAM itself. It will stay in RAM. So it came here. Now data nodes will be, same thing will happen. Now this thing will change. Okay, let me come there. Now zookeeper understand that active name node is not there. This node is not there. This node is not there. So active name node happened. What actually in real life happens is if an active name node crashed, then by coding itself, secondary name node will be come to power. It will have the power, then it will act like a active name node. Everything will happen. But meanwhile, if that system is crashed, then the admin people will come and replace it with another system. All those admin people, it's not your work, but knowing the architecture, knowing what happens, it's your work. There might be interview, might be interested in asking some questions on this particular architecture part if they are much into Hadoop. they are not into cloud market, they're much into Hadoop systems, then they might be interested in asking all these questions. Though it is not your duty, it is all admin people will be taking care of. But you should understand the architecture. There is a single interview question here. If they want to ask, they can ask the whole architecture part of Hadoop 2.0. But sure short question is one question they can ask in Hadoop that I will come. That will come. Okay, this part is clear. Then admin will come and replace this with a new system and make it standby name node. Just because in-use log file is there, they know to make it. They will just connect it with Zookeeper. Zookeeper will understand this is our standby name node and this is our active name node. This is for now active name node. This is active name node. Okay, all good. Okay, now there is a corner case. This corner case got resolved. Now there is another corner case. Let me show you that. In Hadoop 1.0, you have seen that after grace time is over, it might respond, right? If admin people haven't changed it, the 10 minutes over, after 15 minutes, it started responding. What will happen? In-use.log file was with active name node, and that one another in-use.log file generated by Zookeeper and send it to secondary name node. Now, if active name node starts responding for data node, there will be two in-use.log file. Correct? Am I right? Am I right? If it starts responding after 10 minutes, okay, after 10 minutes, Zookeeper will understand, okay, I have to give the charge to secondary name node to make it active. Just because there will be a lot of people dependent upon us, there will be a lot of data transfer will happen, which will be waiting, which is waiting. So we cannot waste more time. After 10 minutes, the standard time, it is coded accordingly. Secondary name node will be active and it will handle, it will exactly work like active name node. But in 11th minute, active name node starts responding. That is a corner case. If it starts responding, what will happen? There will be two in-use.log file. One is with active name node. I mean, active name node is on the right side now. But that is also active name node, right? In-use.log file is with that system also. It started responding. It didn't get deleted ever. For data node, it's a kind of confusion. For data node, I will show you. That is the intro question. That is called split brain scenario. Come on. It's an intro question. They might ask, what is split brain scenario in Hadoop? What is this called? Split brain scenario in Hadoop. Why it is doing the Copilot search? Okay, let it. It'll give a lot of data. No?
It's Bing.
Anything? Anyone speaking?
Yeah, it's with Bing. It's not search from
No, it was
Google
doing a
itself.
Copilot search. It was doing. Okay, let me go to Google. What is AI are giving a lot of detail, which I don't need right now. I just want to see the simple definition of it. Okay, here you see. A split brain scenario in Hadoop HDFS occurs when a network partition causes both active and standby name nodes to believe they are the sole active leader. You understand? Same thing here written, leading to concurrent conflicting metadata updates. When data node will try to communicate, it will see two in-use log files. For now, data node has two active name nodes. That is a split brain scenario, which will cause a conflict. At that point of time, what will happen is Zookeeper will immediately trigger a Java program that is called fencing Java program to stop the date node being active. So the data transfer will happen with the secondary name node, which is active for now. I mean, standby name node, which is active as of now. And the date node, which suddenly come alive and started responding, an immediate Java program will be thrown to that date node, that Java fencing program, that is, that you stop. Now you are standby name node. I have already given power to standby name node to become active name node. Now see the same thing written here. It occurs when a network partition causes both active and standby name node, to believe they are the sole active leaders, leading to concurrent conflicting metadata updates. This causes data corruption, inconsistency, and confusion among data nodes. Clear? Simple English. This is a interview question. So you guys remember this is, I mean, if you remember Hadoop 2.0 architecture, then you can easily remember what is split brain scenario. Questions. I will not start commands today as few guys still do not have installed. So this is our last topic, and this is kind of last theory topic. We had a lot of theory from starting data evolution, then Hadoop, how Hadoop started, how RDBMS started, then how Google launched a paper, then how MapReduce started, then how dog cutting brought MapReduce to Hadoop system, then launched Hadoop system, how Hadoop logo. A lot of theory we have covered to make you comfortable with those with those terms, those who are not IT, to make them comfortable with RDBMS. What is RDBMS? What is Hadoop? What is MapReduce? Make them familiar with those terms. So I have covered all those things. So they are familiar. Okay, RDBMS. Okay, that is a kind of database system. In 1980, when internet came into picture, they have started storing it instead of storing it in a local system. Using internet, they can store it outside in database. So for those
Hey,
things, yeah. Anyone
hey, Samir,
see?
just one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sandeep here.
Yeah.
Some in this big data, we need to go through the SQL also, right?
Yeah. SQL 50%. I'm telling you, if you are master in SQL, then you are going to crack the interview. I'm telling you, if you are master in
No,
SQL, yeah,
no. I'm asking means in the SQL means
50%.
we are acha, and
50%.
joins required or not required?
Everything. You have to be master in SQL. If you are a master in SQL,
Okay,
then data engineering, half of the data engineering field is over. Rest half,
okay.
rest 40% will be dependent on Spark. Rest 10%, all these things what I am going to cover. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
SQL part is
Hmm.
just because I'm covering everything, so you shouldn't be sitting there idle. If someone asks you a question, you are kind of my student, so you should be answering all those questions. If someone asks you, if someone is going to ask you what is split brain scenario, then you should be able to. You shouldn't be telling that I do not know this answer. That is why I'm covering every single thing, every single root of it. But yeah, SQL holds a major stake in data engineering field. SQL will start soon. Will start. You will see SQL starting soon. So SQL, I mean, it's a bigger percentage in data engineering thing. Then comes Spark. Spark is kind of 40-45%. Then 5% rest. If you answer all SQL questions, if you answer all Spark questions, then if you don't answer all these questions from phase one, which they will ask, then that is not a point of concern. But yeah, yes, if that company is much into phase one tools, Scoop, Hadoop, Hive, then they might be stressing on this phase one. So why should we miss out? These are easy topics. Why should I miss out? If any company is focusing on Hadoop systems, Hive, Scoop, all these tools, then why should I miss out? Why should we miss out? We are not into IT till now. We are thinking of getting into IT. If there is an opportunity, then we should get in. And they are offering good salaries. I'm telling you. You can go in Naukri and search for 3 years experience, 2 years experience. Easily 8 to 10 lakhs they are throwing. Easily. If you are that talented, then don't think of 20-25 lakh is just a figure. You can easily crack it. I've seen people cracking it. Any questions in this particular architecture? Did you understand? Is it clear?
भाई
हाँ सौरभ का
बोले भाई जो एक्टिव नेम नोट से जो क्रैश वाला पर कौन सा सिनेरियो टा आउट से बुझे दो
सेकेंड नेम नो एक्टिव नेम नोट क्लास ହେଲା ପରେ ଓକେ
आगे
एक्टिव नेम नोड କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହେଲା ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଏଠି ଆକ୍ଟିଭ ନେମ୍ ନୋଡ୍ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହେଲା ଏଠି ଏଇ ଫାଇଲଟା ଆପଣ କହିଥିଲେ ଏଇ ଫାଇଲଟା ଟି ଫାଇଲ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆକ୍ଟିଭ ନେମ୍ ନୋଡ୍ କୁ ଆକ୍ଟିଭ କରଉଛି ଆକ୍ଟିଭ ନେମ୍ ନୋଡ୍ କୁ मतलब କାହା ଦେଇଦେବେ କାହା ସହିତ मतलब ମାନେ କାହାକୁ ଆକ୍ଟିଭ ନେମ୍ ନୋଡ୍ ସହିତ मतलब ଏଇ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ରାଇଟ୍ ଡେଟା ହବ୍ସ ତାର ସେମିତି ଡେଟା ଅଛି ଯୋଉ ଡେଟା ନଉଛନ୍ତି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ବୁଝିଲ
Your voice
କ୍ଲିୟର
is echoing.
ଭଏସ୍ ଇଜ
Your voice is echoing too much.
okay am I sounding again louder now it's
Now,
good
yeah, now it's clear.
okay so Janti I think there will be few people who are not here, who are Odia. I will tell you again. What is the purpose of active name node? The purpose of active name node is to communicate with these data nodes. These are our end persons. Here the data is sitting. The data is sitting here. Every single communication, every single data transfer is happening with these, and they need to communicate to someone. That is the purpose why active name node is here. How these data nodes will get to know that this is active name node? They will get to know by this particular file. If that node is having in-use.log file, then this data node will get to know, okay, this is the person we need to communicate. This is the system we need to communicate. This is our active name node, our manager, in simple words. So we have to communicate this person. Once this got crashed, this system itself is dead now. What will happen? Zookeeper will create another in-use.log file. Zookeeper will create one in-use.log file and it will send it to standby name node. Zookeeper is controlling everyone. Zookeeper is controlling everyone. Zookeeper is the vice president, as I am telling. Zookeeper has two managers. One is active name node, another is standby name node. Now active name node, now the manager itself who is working is not there. Then the standby manager who's there, then zookeeper, the vice president will tell that now act as a manager. I am giving you, then I mean that is code only. Some Java program code, there is a log file, it will send, it will come and sit here. At that point, what will happen? At that point, this particular, before crashing, there are some edit logs which are in journal node, right? Before crashing. This is not there, this part, whole part is not there. Okay, let me go do the control C and tell you. Okay, till now, all good. So it will create one in-use.log file. Zookeeper will create one in-use.log file, or there might be a code which Zookeeper will send to active name node. No, sorry, standby name node. And standby name node itself will create a in-use.log file. And then once in-use.log file is created, suddenly the program is designed that way. The code is designed that way. Suddenly it will go to safe mode. It will go on safe mode. Safe mode means no work is happening. And that point of time, what it will do, it will take the lost logs. This is the logs we lost, right? This one stored here, stored in fsimage in RAM, fsimage in, sorry, edit logs in journal node. At that point, it got crashed. This system got crashed. These logs are not with anyone except journal node. Clear? This focus on this violet part. Violet part. This is the recent transactions. After 1 hour, it will come to secondary name node. That is fine. 50 minutes crossed. It got crashed. With this particular system, this particular mm, uh, violet part, purple part is also gone. But that purple part is also with journal node. So the data we haven't lost, but the name node we have lost. Data node we are communicating. To resolve that, Zookeeper will create a in-use.log file and send it to secondary name node. Janti, if you are not still understanding any questions, stop me right away. Still now you understood what I'm telling?
Bhai.
Okay, so it will send the in-use.log file. Now secondary name node is no more secondary name node. This is no more secondary name node. This is now active name node just because it has in-use.log file. This file will decide who is active.
Samir bhai,
Yeah.
what is safe mode?
Yeah, once in-use.log file is created in secondary name node, it will go to safe mode just to do some operations. It will go to safe modes. Reason being, these data nodes will not know in-use.log file is there. They will only know once these particular logs, these are previous logs, right? Those are important for fsimage. Once it brings it, it will start the process. Okay, data nodes, now start the communication. I am the active name node. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Janti.
Bhai, बुझेला.
Then it will start. Then it will, now it is active name node, right? Now this part is in hard disk. Now it will start. What it will do is it will keep it one inside hard disk, another one. It will straightforward. It will open up. This is in hard disk. It will open up. this particular file will open. And once it opens, any file, any application, these are previous concepts which I already covered. Any files, any application which opens, it comes to RAM to serve. If I am opening Excel, it will come to RAM so I can interact. I am the client for Excel sheet. It will come to RAM to communicate with gateway laptops, which will data engineer will be having it. Not data engineer having it. That laptop will be communicating to Hadoop cluster, and to that laptop you are communicating it from your laptop. So client is that side, gateway laptop, and the person who is communicating it. So it will come to RAM and it will start serving the client. Again, this part will change, flip, just flip. It will go here, it will come here. It will write, it will do the writing of edit logs in journal node. Then this is our second NM node, right? It will read it, and same process will go. And that point of time, it will delete everything. Everything will be clear in this. If it starts responding, the second case I told you, split brain scenario, if it starts responding, everything will be deleted from second NM node. Again, the process will start from the beginning. Clear architecture? Any questions? This is the last theory part.
Actually, I have a couple of doubts.
Yeah, ask. Go for it.
Okay, so my first doubt would be like the journal node. So usually journal node nodes that stores at log files, right?
Edit
Uh,
logs, yeah.
Edit logs.
Yeah,
So
correct.
so my question is like if that is simply logs, right? Means if some transaction is been there, the transaction has been happening by that by any client by let's say any addition of data or deletion or creation or
Okay,
addition of data will be there.
okay.
So those logs will be there. So
Yeah.
simply it could be called as only logs. So why it is called as edit logs? So something
That
is
is just like a naming system. That
okay.
logs, you can call it logs also. That is just because you are acquainted with edit logs. So kind of it related to Hadoop 2.0. That edit logs is going and sitting inside journal node. Those things
Okay.
which are in name node, which are sitting inside RAM, then ROM hard disk drive. Then after 1 hour, it's getting copied. Edit logs is getting copied to second name node. Here you can call it logs also. That is just a naming. The purpose is same.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
Uh, then, uh, uh, then transition when the transition is smoothly going on from that active name node, then what happens? Like sometimes it get fails. Then how that in use dot log directly transfer from there to here, but it
No,
is
no,
being
no, no.
transferred or it is being created by
It
standard
will,
by Hebron.
yeah, it will be created by Zookeeper. It is
Okay,
gone, no? It was with having with, it's a simple file, just a indicator file. You can say just a text file, you can say. I mean, I'm not a text file, it's a log file, dot log. That is the extension. The simple log file, you can create it. I mean, there will be command if this active name node doesn't respond to Zookeeper, heartbeat time is there 3 seconds, then it will wait for 10 minutes. If till then there is no communications happening, then Zookeeper will understand that active name node is not there anymore. I have to give the power, and automatically code will start. 10 minutes over, then code will get triggered that in use.log file create inside second name node. Then suddenly journal node, whatever, it will go on safe mode. Whatever the logs in the last time before 1 hour completion, whatever the logs were there which is in purple, it will bring it, it will merge it, then it will start, it will open that file which will come to RAM, then it will start communicating with data nodes, and it will be the active name node which will be communicating to what edge node or gateway laptop. That is how he managed that no data loss happens. If you'll say another, I mean, extremely rare case. If that point of time journal node also gets crashed, I mean, there is also a chance of 0.01% of chances of losing the data. You cannot handle it. If you'll say simultaneously at same second, or in the when all these things are happening in 30 seconds or 50 seconds or 1 minute, we lost journal node also. But in actual scenario, there will be 10 journal nodes, not a single journal node to handle the data. Data is very important. You cannot lose a single data. They are putting money like anything. I'll show you. Let me, if let me find a proper image. which will Hadoop 2.0 architecture. There will be a lot of images. You won't understand anything. I let me see any simple sample image. Hadoop 2.0 architecture. I mean, I just made you know how it works, but there are a lot of files, lot of communications, lot of restrictions. Hadoop 2.2, Hadoop 2.0 architecture. Okay, let me go to images. Let me see if something is there. Simple. Prediction. No, this is something else. This is not. This is 1.0. I can see secondary name node is not connected to any data node. This is 1.0. Is there any simple architecture? Okay, where is that photo? Here. Can you see there are three zookeepers here? Do you see here three zookeepers?
Yes.
There will be multiple journal nodes also. If one fails, there will be another. Data is getting copied in every single second. If logs got generated, it is going to see active name node is one. That is one. Controller is one controller. But to save the data, if it gets crashed, if the simultaneously journal node also crashes, if that scenario is there, then they are bringing three more, four more journal nodes. Data should get copied at a time to three journal nodes. If one gets crashed, then another will respond. So that's how they have handled it. So there is very rare chances of missing any data. They've handled it that way. Data loss will not happen.
Yeah,
And
one
yeah,
doubt why.
yeah.
Regularly, if you see, if people have used any of the, and simple, if I would say, Excel, Words,
Mm-hmm.
or even browser also, if
Mm-hmm.
the system gets crashed or the app is not responding,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that happens, if we restart that one,
Mm-hmm.
we get one backup. It's not related to
L-
that one, but this particular thing, but actually it must be
Avijit,
happening something
yeah,
behind.
Avijit, I'm coming to that now. This feature wasn't there in during my childhood days. I am talking about Hadoop 1.0, 2006, 2012, Hadoop 2.0 came. 2000, that point of time, if you are writing something in your Excel, I have lost data till 2018-19 also. I can remember in my last company. Yeah, in Bombay, I was working on a Excel file. I mean, I have spent around 2.5 hours. Suddenly, the restart happened, and I haven't saved that. But I couldn't able to record that. But now it's creating a backup, and now you can. It will ask you which version of Excel you want to save. This is this days. This is this days. When you'll start any Excel, it will show you you haven't saved the last version. Do you want to save it? But at that point of time, it was not that easy to bring the data which is lost. Even I faced it in 2019 when I was doing some work. After that, I used to press Control S every single minute. Every single minute, I will do something. I'll press Control S. 2.5 hours of my time wasted just because the system got restarted.
Yeah, though
So
it has that auto saving option, that is another burden actually.
yeah,
Due to that, the operation also gets slower
yes.
because it takes that RAM.
Yeah. Here the scenario is the system is not there. The system itself is crashed. It's not responding anymore. Restart is different thing. We have handled the restart thing now. I mean, modern computer era. But if the system is gone, you are losing the data anyhow. If you haven't copied it, you haven't kept it somewhere. So this is how the architecture they have made it. So you are not going to lose any single log. Any single log that is very important for a cluster. There is nothing. You'll see black box databases will be there, but how would you know what is sitting inside? Which file is sitting inside? It is in the FS image, everything. All the data, which data node is having which data blocks, everything will be there. It's a kind of log file. You can say it in that way. where you can get to know which data node is filled, which data node is still empty, which data node has how much capacity, empty storage, and which data node has which blocks, which tables, which from where you have brought it. Everything will be there in FSMS. All the log files, all the details, data transfer details. Any more questions, anyone?
Okay, all right. Like you said, it is replicated like the three numbers. Okay,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
said.
That is the
Okay,
that is the
uh,
standard Hadoop architecture.
standard one. So,
Mm.
like I read about, that might comes later. But I wanna ask, like, is it like something same availability zone in cloud? Okay, okay,
Yeah, they are doing the same. They are even
the
using
same.
Hadoop. They are using the same thing. They
Yes,
are using
yes.
Hadoop. It's Hadoop to replicate. See, it's a tool. Data you can sort. These are data nodes. You can connect those nodes which are sitting in a cloud. But Hadoop will do the replication. They are using Hadoop itself. Spark will generate a lot of
Oh,
files to process files, but they are using this tool, Hadoop tool, also in cloud. Let me so let me hide controls. See, first line. Focus on first line. Everything is in Hadoop itself. They are using that tool, but the data nodes they are connecting it to cloud. But the splitting part, they are using HDFS. Major cloud providers offer fully managed services for running Apache Hadoop clusters, leveraging inbuilt-in data splitting tools for distributed processing. There is no other tool till now for this splitting. Why there will be another tool if Hadoop is doing it well? The key cloud services that use the Hadoop framework for data splitting and processing include Amazon, Google, Microsoft. What else you want? All these three are here. There is no other app to do those splitting stuff. You can store it in cloud. The data nodes, you can connect those data nodes. You can bring from cloud. Those data nodes might be sitting in cloud, but you have to do the connection. You have to make the connection with Hadoop systems, Hadoop tool. It will split and it will send it to those data nodes which are sitting in cloud. Do not get confused when I call it cloud. There is nothing, I mean, in air or somewhere else. It's hard disk, simple hard disk, memory files. But we call it as cloud just because it's no more a purchasing thing. It's a kind of rental thing. You want to use for 2 hours, you have to pay for 2 hours. For one day, I have a laptop requirement. I For one day, I have a 64 GB RAM laptop requirement to process something. For example, I shouldn't go and buy one laptop from market. I will easily go in AWS. I will create one laptop. I will ask install Windows, install these softwares. I want these many RAMs, this many hard disks. Create one computer. It will create a computer, but you have to access it via web. You have to hit it in web. You have to open browser. Then you will have to hit the web. You will go. You will open a computer. Then you will see a screen exactly like your computer. Similar like your computer. You do it till the time you are using it. Before shutting it down, you have to pay for it. Once you shut it down, you need not to pay for it. So cloud is that concept. It's not like something same hardware will be sitting somewhere, same physical devices sitting will be inside some buildings, but that all those technology is called cloud. Any more questions, anyone? Questions? No. How's the session? We are almost done. We are done with theory part. There will be some theory part come in Scoop or Hive, but they are all related tool part, not architectural things. But yeah, we are almost done with kind of theory part. From now, it will be any tool will come in picture. You have to use Cloudera. things are going to be interesting. You have to have focus. Without focus, nothing is easy in this world. I'm telling you. If someone is doing video editing, that is not easy. I'm telling you. They are excelling it. They are giving their years and years to excel that thing. Then only they are in the market. I have to give years and years to learn a skill. Then only I have that knowledge. I can tell that I can stand here. If you want to stand somewhere, you have to give. I'm telling you, if you take it for granted, okay, I will have some skills so I can get a job, it's not going to work that way. You have to be serious, you have to be focused, you have to work on this, you have to give your efforts, you have to sit every day for 1 hour, 1.5 hour, do the practice, do the hands-on, try typing in keyboard, see what is it replying, try to read it, what's it replying. You'll see it in future classes. Anything, any error it throws. This is the I think. I mean, you guys are second best, but I do not have any past experience. Before 1.5 2 months, I have started it. Any issue I face, I just resolve it that point of time. I sit with those people. Let me see the error it has thrown. I am not an expert here. I'm not a data engineer too, but I know what is happening in the market. With you guys also, I'm going to sit in interview. Maybe with the first batch, by the time you will be reaching Spark and ending the course, I might have, if God, for God grace, with God grace, I might have placed somewhere else. But I know what is happening. I know the tools, I know the concepts, I know what is happening in the market. So I had that confidence that I can start it. And in first place also, we somewhere I used to see some errors. I'll read those errors. What are these errors? What exactly it's telling? Then we'll go to the conclusion. Okay, here something has happened. Then I'll go there. I'll see something. Okay, this is the mistake I have done. We'll learn. We'll learn actually there. You have to type it, do the codes, do the hands-ons, whichever the task I will give. You have to do it in your computer. Open it. Give some 1 or 1.5 hours. Sit ideally. Focus what is happening. Don't do something and see the results. See what is happening, why it is happening, question why this process is happening. Try to understand, it's easy. Everything is easy. I am not a software engineer before 2019. I was into mechanical stuffs. Till 2019, I was in mechanical engineer. I was a mechanical engineer. Till 19, I saw my potential is not being used. I am an assistant manager here, but I'm not doing anything. I want to do something, I have to switch. Then, while doing 6 days job in Birla Group of companies in Pune, I started learning something in software industry. There is no one to guide me. My friends were already 5 years experience they were having. 2014 pass out I am. So 2000, by 2019, everyone is having 5 6 year experience. They are already placed. They are earning in lakhs. But that point of time, I was having a very big position, assistant manager in Birla Group of companies. But what I'm doing here, I'm not even 1% of my knowledge, my skills, my talent is not being used. Just Excel work. Okay, some papers I have to sign. Okay, these things I have to discuss. Some meetings I have to take. Over. What is my study, which I have studied since class one to till date? They are not being used. So I thought my talent is not here, not being used here. I started. I prepared on my own from Pune. I failed for 6 to 7 interviews. I failed. I was not having that confidence. Whenever there are some questions which I don't know, I used to fumble. That will happen. If you are non-IT people coming to IT, okay, that will happen. That is a part of the journey. I took it positively. Then after 5 6 interviews, I cracked it, and I cracked it for a Dubai-based company. I mean, it was in Bombay, but the client was in Dubai. I was hired for client location, Dubai. Then something happens. Always it happens with me. I feel it. In 2015 also, I got a job in Jordan as piping engineer when I was in mechanical industry. That point of time, I was earning around something around 12K. I was not happy at all. My father was pushing me, okay, slowly, slowly you'll grow. Father, Papa, I was spending 12K per month to learn something. After 4 years, if I'm getting that price, I mean, getting that as salary, then what is the growth? When I will give it back to my family who have spent that much of money on me. Then I started, I mean, I took a decision that I have to go outside, not in India. India has no exposure for mechanical engineers. I started preparing, I cracked it. I cracked a job in Jordan as a piping engineer. That point of time, I was having a salary around 1.2 lakh. For 6 months, it was 60,000. Then after once what was that period they call it? Uh, what was the period? Not training? There is a term to it. Once that period, probation period, okay, maybe. That period is over, then you'll be after 6 months you'll get 1.2 lakh salary, and food is free, laundry is free, up and down from site to your place will be given, car will be given, everything was free. There at all piping companies, but somehow in medical I was failed. I tried my best. I put paper in the last company, but in the end, while visa processing, medical happened. In medical, I got failed. And if any visa for Saudi, I mean that country, Middle East country, if it's got cancelled for medical reasons, then for their rule, there I think for 1 year, 2 year, you can't apply another visa if it is cancelled for medical reasons. So that hope is also gone. I'm just telling my life story. Don't get bored. So that is a kind of motivation I wanted to give you guys. Do not get demotivated. Please be motivated. Everything is possible. If I'll tell you my life story right now, what I'm going through, you won't believe even. Can anyone guess from last 4 days how many hours I have slept? I have slept only 8 hours, 2 hours day, 2 hours a day. I know what I'm going through. Still, I have to be focused. I have to teach you guys. I have to take 2 classes. Morning 10 to 1:30, that class I extended for 3.5 hours today, a long class. Then I have to do my household chores. Then I have to see what I want to cover today for you guys. Then I have to see if guys are joining on time or not joining on time. I saw since last 3 4 classes, okay, there are some faults of mine also. I skipped 1 2 Saturday weekend classes for my family issues, for my health issues. But then I thought, case okay, even I made some mistakes, but that shouldn't continue. That flow shouldn't continue. If I am focused, then you have to be focused. Well, somehow the other way, I feel demotivated. That is why I tell you, join on time. If you're not joining, then I might take you out from the batch. I will, I'll make sure you will be out from the batch. If I will see that interest is not there, that enthusiasm is not there, you are not motivated, you don't want to do something in your life, then I will do that. For sure, I'll do that. I do not want my energy to go in a negative direction, in a direction where it is not being valued. If I'm sitting here 10 hours, 12 hours, weekends, I have a life too. I can go outside and I can roam. 10 since 2 days since, I mean, after coming from office last day, I'm here. Now I'll cook food, I'll have it from morning again 10. There will be first batch, then your second batch. My weekend is over. What is your excuse? Join on time, be focused. 3 months, only 3 months I'm asking. I'm not asking for 1 on 2 to 4 academic courses. 3 months, you will be trained properly for a data engineering field. You will be trained, you will have that confidence to come and sit in interview with those guys who are working in data industry. Be focused, no more lectures today. All good. Any questions? Else we'll wrap today's call. Any questions, anyone?
Yeah, good.
Shall we wrap up today?